Chapter 15. The Skill of Stopping Time. Your world is like an experiment room. There is no other place like this in the universe. Everywhere else, there are only two types of energy, either the lowest, where living things use only instinct, or the highest, which we call energy levels 9 to 12. A world that gradually evolves, like this, has never appeared. And it's very interesting because you will create things based on knowledge from energy levels. For -5, -6, you will be the ones who fill the universe, or God with new experiences, he explained. Sir, why is that? I asked, feeling that God's knowledge is the highest. I want you to imagine this. If the knowledge of the universe is like a data tape, suppose it is like a very long film. All of it is running around in space. If we trace back to the source of those film tapes, we will find that the source of the stories that appear in it starts from humans. That means that every human is the one who produces information to feed into the universe. The knowledge that you think is the highest, most perfect, the knowledge that we can connect to and use in reality. It is the knowledge of us and our ancestors. If we could see those chunks of data, we would see that it is like a huge storm swirling violently. If any human accidentally gets close to those information, storms without the correct process, that information will pour out uncontrollably. It therefore looks like the confusion I told you about earlier. But if someone has the skill to stop time, all the images on the film tape will be still and clear. That person can easily swim into that information storm. They will gradually select only what they need through asking questions, similar to how you enter keywords into an internet search engine. It will make you see the image more clearly than not entering keywords, he explained. The skill to stop time, I asked. It has a similar process. In fact, all experiences are the information from everyone's past, and it has never stopped being sent into the knowledge storm of the universe, not even for a second. This is the condition that creates time. The term stop time therefore means that you can be still, that you can control your thoughts and feelings, that you give enough time to something, or that you stop sending your own new information into the universe. Your time will then stop. You speak in a very confusing way. It seems like I understand, but I don't understand at all. People who can access this state in the past know well what it is. On your earth, it is called mindfulness and concentration. And this is the difference between an insane person and a person who can access the knowledge storm of the universe. He replied, concentration that monks practice. I asked, what you were talking about is one of the processes of achieving concentration. If you understand its working principles, the state of concentration must not be empty as you understand it. Something must appear, especially thought. But it will not be thought that comes from using consciousness, which is composed of emotions, feelings, knowledge, memory, expectations, and worries. When you do not allow that kind of thought to appear, another kind of thought will appear instead. It is not emptiness. Your nature cannot be empty. And this is the meaning of the state of accessing knowledge from within or intuition, which is an explanation that time is something that moves. Simply put, when you stop the process of sending new information into the universe, or stop the movement of thought, stop the movement of emotions, stop the movement of anything that comes from consciousness. But that does not mean that you stop doing anything when you can do this. You can enter the state of stopping your time. You can therefore go and swim in the knowledge storm of the universe. It's like you can stop the production of information, which is the source of your stories. You will then have the opportunity to see its end. And if you can stay in this state more often, stay continuously. Stay in it without relying on any equipment or processes. Stay in every moment, whether sitting, walking, standing, doing activities. even when you are asleep. You will have the skill to access knowledge from the universe permanently. This stopping process also affects many other things, both your physical and energy aspects. For example, it can stop the cycle of creating karma. If you have no time to produce karma information to feed into the stream of the universe, because you no longer use consciousness to decide what to do or not to do, all new karma will also stop. You know very well, right, that you cannot leave the engine room of the universe because you have both old and new karma that you produce all the time. I know, I replied softly. When you can do this, from now on, you will be called someone who knows. You will see the state of the world in many dimensions. You will see humans who are in a state of ignorance, not knowing that they are using consciousness to work. You will see the shackles that bind them, preventing them from going anywhere freely. Seeing the innocence, seeing the lack of understanding, seeing the attachment to things that should not be attached to, seeing the judgment of right and wrong, good and evil. If you see such things, you will be called a member of ours. You will be a member of the Honorable Federation of the Universe. In this situation of the transition of eras, I therefore officially welcome you at this moment, he said, reaching out to touch my hand. Why, yes. I feel very honored, I responded to his expression, caught off guard. From now on, you have no way to go back to being the same, because you know now. What you have to do next is the work of the universe. You have to prepare both the space to support the new civilization and prepare the spirituality of the people who will step into the great era, especially those who have been born many times under the old code. You have to make them able to step into this great era gracefully. You don't have to worry about the spirits that will be born for the first time, because they will come with the new energy code. Your duty is to adjust the energy level of all the people of the old era to change to a level that is consistent with the new energy field. Currently, there are 7 billion people you have to adjust, he said. 7 billion people, I repeated in shock. Actually, not that many. There are some people who are aware of this new wave of the universe and have started to adjust. About 300 to 400 million people. There will be about 6 billion people left. He elaborated. That's still a lot. 6 billion people. Do you know how big that is? It's hard enough for me to make just one person understand as I understand. How can I do it? Now you know how to access knowledge from the universe. All the answers are within you. You just haven't opened it up to look yet. Sir, then I'll put this aside for now. I'm still curious about the heart, or spirit of the world that you mentioned earlier. What does it look like? Can you explain more? I asked.